When and how did you discover you had such an unusual voice?
It was just by accident.
Go on, tell me about it.
Because we're working on a video project, gay and lesbian video project.
So you were involved in videos before you were involved in rock music?
Yeah, and then so we had to make some music for it, but we couldn't really afford the copyright to use other people's music. So we wanted to do music of our own, so everybody took a bash at it. But in the end, we had to use other people's music because not everybody came up with really interesting stuff.
When was this?
This was about a year and a half ago. Was it a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at what point did you feel that the whole thing was beginning to take off?
It's hard to define it, really. I mean, Steve and I first put the music to the song which Jimmy did on the video.
Yeah.
And, you know, and he listened to it and liked it. And then we'd got a couple of numbers that Jimmy put some vocals to, you know. And it kind of developed from there. I suppose it got pretty serious when we started getting club owners and things saying, you know, come and do a gig and stuff.
During this summer, you did or the end of the summer, you did a gig in a church in London. I think that's getting a bit precious.
Well, first of all, we were asked to do the gig long before sort of like anything actually started getting big, because we used to all work in the kitchen in the restaurant to earn some extra money when we were on the dole. And the man who was organising it, Peter Pelt, he asked us if the band would like to do something in this St James's Festival in Piccadilly. And we thought it'd be a good idea to do a gig in a church where the acoustics are just like really nice.
Are you going to be doing any more of those?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah. Why are you playing in Nightmoves on your return to Glasgow? Because it must be a venue which is a third the size, really, of your full audience potential.
Well, this was also booked before things started to escalate.
So it's not a deliberate attempt to get back in the small clubs or anything like that? You really wish you were playing around the corner at the Apollo, do you?
No,
I've not thought about it.
Not thought about it. Just turn up here and play.
Boys and heroes, lovers and men, turning me upside down again and
Why do you make a deliberate point of your homosexuality?
No, we don't make a deliberate point. The media makes a deliberate point. Our sexuality is the way that we are. The media picks up on it and makes something out of it. We don't. I mean, honestly, it's inevitable that it's going to crop up because that's the way that we are. And we don't sort of cover it up and we don't pretend that we're anything else. But it's the media that blows it up into something bigger. They make such a fuss about it. We don't make a fuss about it.
Is that true? I mean, on your LP, you put things like the age of consent in
Yeah,
different countries.
that's just to show that how stupid it is that a government should dictate the age of consent, and why is it different in every country? I mean,
so it is an issue?
Yeah, I mean, it's a political issue,
We're
yeah.
just trying to illustrate how stupid it is.
I see.
This is the typical example of what we've come up against the media. You know, it's gay, gay, gay all the time. It's not we're saying that. You know, we want to make music, for God's sake.
But it's inevitable it's going to be in our music because it's about emotions.
Yeah, it's only...
But it can't be helped because we sing about things that emotionally sort of like move us, that emotionally stimulate us. Right. Everybody's entitled to do that. It just so happens that we're three gay men who are doing that.
So what's happening next then for the band, solo projects aside?
Well, we've got to finish this tour, and then next single's release. I suppose we'll have to promote that. And then there's Christmas, and then I suppose we've got to do another single. And then...
Why do you suppose you've got to do another single?
Well, that seems what every other band does if they're successful.
Why have you got to do that?
Well, I think they're doing.
Individuals, aren't you?
Well, I think they're doing one more single, and
Yeah.
then but after that one more single, that's going to be like the break until probably the next album.
Until the next ideas.
Yeah, well, with the success of the first record, do you feel that you're on that kind of singles tread?
Yeah, I'd say.
Well, I think we could be under the pressure to do that, but I mean, I don't think we actually like we take that much notice yet.
You said yes.
Well,
You feel
we
that-
are under the pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the record company. You know, I mean, fair
Single,
enough.
single.
Well,
is it like
we've got a
that?
good relationship with them, but like seems to be very quick. You know, one single after another, boom, boom, boom. You know, and we don't seem to have the time to put every effort into every bit of material that's being released to the public. So for the next lot, yes, we're going to put the time into it. We're not a rock and roll band, you know, we're amateur musicians making music
To the best of our
to the best of our ability.
Thank you. Good night.